Well, it's Wednesday, and that means Plants and Gardens expert Craig Hignight is joining us live to answer all of your questions. So you can head over to the WQAD Facebook page right now so we can get those answered. That's right, start filing on in. And Craig, thank you so much for being here with us.
Glad to be here, always.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
get right to it. I have a Brandywine maple that lost a branch last night. Do I tear of the loose bark or somehow affix it back on the tree?
Well, if the branch is totally snapped, it should be cut off nice. If you look around where the branch enters the main trunk of the tree, there's a little raised area called the collar, and you leave that on the tree when you take the branch off. If it ripped the bark down the side of the tree, all you have to do is clean the edges of that rip, let Mother Nature go ahead and close it up by herself. No paint, no tar, just let Mother Nature take her course.
Oh, and actually what I should have really started with was any advice for people impacted by the storm and any damage to their plants. Do you have any sort of tips that they can have?
Well, the important thing is we have had plenty of rain in the last couple of days. I was up to about 2 inches also on my gauge. The important thing is to go ahead and trees that are broken, make your cuts clean. Try and not damage them anymore by ripping the bark when you're doing the cutting. For your bedding plants, well, house plants that could be outside, mine fortunately survived just fine. Go ahead and stay with the program. Let them dry down properly, water thoroughly when you do dry, and keep that fertilizer going. That is really so important. We should be fertilizing about 3 times a month as the weather warms up. And of course, like any plant, you've heard me say it 100 times, get rid of that standing water that's sitting under them.
All right, we have Jim asking, our pepper plants are only about 8 inches tall and already getting peppers. Should we remove them?
I would sacrifice those first couple of peppers, let the plant go ahead and get its roots developed a little bit more before it has to try and support fruit. So I don't normally suggest pruning in any way on vegetable plants, but if they're that small, yeah, a little nip of that flower is going to make a big difference later in the season.
Why is my dwarf evergreen bush turning brown? I have another one that is doing fine. I do have red mulch around it. Is that why?
No, it's not the mulch. The browning, if the tree wasn't well watered last fall, you could just be seeing some winter burn show up at this point. And we were rather dry early in the season. We've had rain now, so stay on top of it. If we go for more than about 7 to 10 days without a decent rain, I would be investing some water. You could go ahead and put some evergreen fertilizer on the plant. It's time to be doing our spring fertilizing on evergreens. And you have to kind of let Mother Nature, again, take her course.
We have Julie asking, what is eating my green bean plants and how can I stop it?
Well, that could be any number of things. It can be anything from a slug, maybe a cutworm, maybe a squirrel. The important thing is that you protect them. Sometimes we have to actually get out the chicken wire to keep critters away from our plants. And fortunately, it is still plenty early in the season. You've got a lot of time to go ahead and replant any plants or reseed any plants that have been nipped off.
All right, we'll continue to send your questions into our WQAD Facebook page right now. We're going to answer more of them when we come back. Stay with us.